It's here. I'm so excited. CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077. After all the delays, after all the years in development, I have it at my fingertips. Let's throw ourselves straight in and see what incredible adventures await.
A few moments later.
CD Projekt Red! Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. We'll get to the issues that the game's having later on, don't you worry. But first things first, Cyberpunk 2077 is finally out. Came out on Thursday, and even though it's only Monday morning here in the UK, kind of feels as if it's been out for a long time. And that's not necessarily a good thing at all. So we're just going to go through a couple of tweets. This is from the 10th of December. This is on release day of the game itself. Cyberpunk 2077 game. This is, of course, coming from CD Projekt Red. We are truly humbled that so many of you trusted us and decided to support Cyberpunk 2077 before the release. Even 8 million thank yous isn't enough. The journey has just begun, and we're hard at work on the upcoming fixes and updates to the game. See you in Night City. My goodness me. Little did they know how poignant that was going to become. Yeah, 8 million people pre-ordered the game or got the game at launch, with the majority of those being on PC as well, which smashed the PC record, which we'll look at too. But this is coming out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, of course, if you've got the Pro console, PlayStation 5, even though it's currently playing the last gen version because the next gen fixes for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X aren't here yet. Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, God, these are stupid names for it. Microsoft, stupid names. And then, of course, Pucker, PC. So it's coming out on multiple different formats. Now, one of the reasons for one of the delays to the release of the game is that CD Projekt Red stressed that because of the amount of different platforms that the game was releasing on, it demanded more attention and more testing. Clearly, there wasn't enough time. And considering this game has been in development for what, 7 years? At least 5 years that we know of, but I think around about 7 years. It's kind of like, ouch, really. So let's just jump onto the sales element of it. Cyberpunk 2077 racked up 8 million pre-orders, and 74% of those were digital. Mine is digital. This is the first time this generation that I've actually started to purchase digital media, predominantly as opposed to physical media. Although, because of the amount of size required to go onto the SSDs of the new consoles, I'm going to have to jump back to physical media quickly because I simply don't have the space. And until they release specific external SSDs, not HDDs, I don't want HDDs, SSDs for these next-gen consoles, then it's just going to kind of rack up from there. But it's all right, because as you can see, I'm a big fan of physical media. Now then, this absolutely smashed the record for PC pre-orders, which was held very briefly by Blizzard Entertainment with World of Warcraft's latest release expansion, Shadowlands, which racked up 3.7 odd million, but this brought in 4.7 odd million. So it is absolutely smashing it. It's 1 million more, which is absolutely incredible. So these are massive positives for CD Projekt Red, but that's really where it's got to stop, because there's no denying and you know me, well, those of you who know me, some of you may not, I love CD Projekt Red. I've always stressed in CD Projekt Red we trust. Witcher 3 is my favorite game. The Witcher series is my favorite game series. I think it's absolutely incredible. But my God, you cannot deny that the launch of this title was an absolutely a mitigated disaster. Disaster. So if I just jump to this article here, this is some of the bugs that you've seen. And that bug that you saw in the intro, that wasn't taken from anywhere. That was my game. I was going along, doing the storyline, and then I just fell through the world. And I persisted on falling through the world, and then it reset, and I was still falling through the world, and reset, and still fall. The only way that I could get out of that was to load up a previous save. Thankfully, it wasn't too far away, but that's not an excuse for that sort of business to be in the game. Other than that, I've had a couple of bugs where I interact with something and then it just blasts me back several hundred meters. And then you've got to make your way back to where you were before. Whatever, I was going to say furniture, obstacles are in the way. It doesn't matter. Whoosh, you just get absolutely blasted back. Other than that, I've had what I would call typical bugs. Floating objects, glitches on characters, those type of things. And again, I'm not saying it's acceptable at all, but they're the kind of bugs that you can plow through. That said, I'm lucky. By the sounds of it, I'm lucky, and I don't know if it's because I'm on the Xbox One X or the Xbox Series X. Oh my God, you see stupid names. The Xbox Phoenix. I have now called it the Phoenix. From here on in, that's what it shall be called. The Phoenix. The Xbox Phoenix. Maybe it's because I'm playing on that. I've been a little bit more fortunate. But people are just not. I can't show you the bugs above. But let's just say body parts are protruding even when you're dressed. Schlongs and babages and stuff like that. A lovely looking character here on the character creation screen. Tasty, tasty. We've got ones where people are shooting at people in cars and they literally just like fly out. But we have the memes that started, how it started, how it's going. Yes, that's kind of what we were promised, and that's kind of what you're getting. Now, that isn't Keanu's character in the game. Shreya, whatever, screw him. But my favorite one, which I think is most people's favorite, if I can find it, of course, is this one here from Legolas, which uses the Jurassic Park meme here.
To Jurassic Park.
Okay, you get the drift. It's what the game, according to CD Projekt Red, was meant to be like compared to what it is releasing. Like, now I laugh at these bugs, of course, but there's a lot of very, very disappointed people out there, and I do feel for them because, like I said, my mantra was always in CD Projekt Red we trust. And does this feel like a bit of a betrayal? Well, yes, it does. Because they knew about the performance on the PlayStation 4 and Xboxes. And they knew that the game looked nothing like they had been advertising. But they chose to withhold that. They knew that the game wasn't ready for release. But here we are in current day. And it had to get out the door for some reason. I know it would have been disappointing for us, but if CD Projekt Red had turned around in April of this year and just said, look, folks, we're trying to put out the best game that we possibly can for you, and this is just not going to happen unless we change some stuff up or really knuckle down, whatever reason they want to give, and we're going to have to delay it a year. I think gamers are more sympathetic to that. Yes, there's going to be a disappointment, but look at already there was 3 delays on the game. and there were still 8 million pre-orders. People want to have a fully realized product when it comes out. So, CD Projekt Red this morning have released a statement which I'll go through. Dear gamers, first of all, would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on the base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence, not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Second, we will fix bugs and crashes and improve the overall experience. The first round of updates has just been released, and the next one is coming within the next 7 days. Expect more, as we will update frequently whenever new improvements are ready. After the holidays, we'll continue working. We'll release 2 large patches, starting with patch 1 in January. This will be followed by patch 2 in February. Together, these should fix the most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. We will be informing you about the content of each patch ahead of release. They won't make the game on last-gen look like it's running on a high-end spec PC or next-gen console, but it will be closer to that experience than it is now. Finally, we would always like everyone who buys our games to be satisfied with their purchase. We would appreciate it if you would give us a chance, but if you are not pleased with the game on your console and don't want to wait for updates, you can opt to refund your copy. For copies purchased digitally, please use the refund system on PlayStation Network or Xbox respectively. For box versions, please try to get a refund at the store where you bought the game. Should this not be possible, please contact us at said email address, and we will do our best to help you. Starting from today, you can contact us for a week up until December 21st, 2020. Humbly, the group of peeps. PS, PC gamers, we will also be getting regular updates and fixes improving the game. So they are opting to offer refunds to people who aren't happy, and I do think it will be taken up by proportion. Probably those with the base previous gen consoles, your standard PlayStation 4, your standard Xbone. The ones that have the Pro might want to try and stick with it. PlayStation 5, Xbox Phoenix. It does look pretty decent on there, but this isn't the best looking game. I'm not going to pretend that it is. This isn't the best looking game. I've seen better games on PlayStation 4. Death Stranding is a much nicer looking game. Hey, even Last of Us Part 2 is a nice looking game. In terms of sturdier graphics, etc. And that makes me kind of want to vomit inside. But you know, it's not. It doesn't look like a Dark Souls or anything like that. Demon Souls, I should really say, on the PlayStation 5 or anything like that at all. No, it does look previous gen, but it was made for previous gen. That's what we do have to understand, and it is being buffeted up for these next gen consoles. And there's the split of pre-orders between PC and console, which I probably should have shown off earlier. So there we go. CD Projekt Red apologizes. It doesn't feel like a Shell Oil apology from South Park. I'm sorry. But at the same time, they were aware that these issues were going to happen. They are offering refunds. But there's no denying that Cyberpunk's 2077 launch has been a mitigated disaster. I've just been speaking to my friend, just off the cuff, speaking to my friend this morning, and he said, I'm going to leave it. I am going to purchase it, but I'm going to leave it until they've put out these fixes and got the ray tracing in and stuff like that. So by time I purchase it, which maybe a year down the line, I don't know, then at least I'm going to get the experience that I wanted to get from the game. And I can't say that I blame him. If you have a last-gen console, Can I recommend this game for you? I would probably say I'd wait until you either upgrade your console or get it on PC if you've got a powerful enough PC to do that. But yeah, it's sad. I've been playing it and the stories are good, and I have been enjoying the stories, but I'm kind of feeling now that I've sort of brought one of the stories to a conclusion with the character, I might kind of leave it until some fixes come out, and hopefully that will enhance my experience of playing the game later on. Sad, but there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.